The Pod Network Entertainment.
Day 169. Paano kung sex lang ang habol niya sa akin? Hi, I'm Joelle. I talk for a living and I'm an overthinker. Life keeps going and the questions keep coming. But I hope you find comfort in the fact na hindi ka mag-isa. Ang dami nating overthinker, no? Sa ups and downs, twists and turns ng buhay, paano kung ituloy lang natin ang paghanap ng kasagutan? Ready? Tara! This is Joelle's Podcast. Paano kung? Powered by the Pod Network. Hello, paano cuties? Kamusta ang puso? We are back with our first ever guest of the year and I'm so excited about this discussion kasi exactly 100 days ago, this had to happen. We talked about exploring sex for the first time, and while I hope that was helpful, now we have an expert guide to help you with your other sex-related paano kungs. Because, yeah, oh my gosh, we have a sex therapist joining us today. There's a lot to break down in many conversations about sex, but I felt that it was very important to answer, paano kung sex lang ang habol niya sa akin? Now, the way we view sex as a society has changed so much over the last years, and in a way na finally, mas marami ng available discussions and communities online and in person as well. And finally, more women are taking up space in this realm, going for what they want. Pero personally, as a recovering people pleaser, naisip ko na baka mahirap para sa iba i-navigate yung conversations towards feeling comfortable and safe. So, yeah, I've been such a fan of our guest for a while. First, hearing about her as a regular guest in a radio show like years ago. And as I entered the world of podcasting and content creation, talking about lande, marami na ring times na nag-cross yung mga paths namin sa mga events. Our guest today is a sex and relationships therapist, educator, and broadcaster. She holds a PhD in psychology as well as certifications in sex and relationships therapy. Widely recognized and awarded for her research and publications on Filipino sexual satisfaction, experiences of sex guilt, and Filipino women's sexual pleasure. Yeah, we love that. And there's just more. She's also the founder of Unprude, a sexual wellness app also geared towards creating a safe space just to destigmatize sex. And I personally always love how she educates unapologetically, speaks her mind, and continues to break boundaries. Dearest Paano Cuties, paano kung we talk sex with Doc Rica Cruz?
Hey, thank you. Ang ganda naman ng intro mo. I was like, ano yung sinasabi niya? Parang hindi ko alam yun.
Oh my gosh. I did my research.
Thank
and
you.
yeah,
Thank you
oh my
so
God.
much.
And I love your shirt.
I know,
Ang
right?
ganda. Kasama
I
ba yun
know.
sa merch ng Unprude?
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk about more of that later. But thank you so much for saying yes to this. I know na sobrang busy ka, kaya I'm just so happy that we have you here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me here. Also, like your shirt, it's the color of Improved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sinadya ko yun. In a branding din yan. But yeah, so that is today's question. Paano kung sex lang ang habol niya sa akin? Before that, I wanted to do a backstory time, kind of like rewinding and talking about the past versions of Doc Rica as a baby
Oh my
Rica.
God.
Like, how was your view on sex growing up? Was this something that, like, how was it in your family?
How young do you want it to be?
We can go as young. Because I know we gotta go to the roots of it.
How young do you want it to be? Sige, like, so let's start with puberty. There's something way even before that, but let's start with puberty. So I had my sexual debut when I was 13, right? And your question was, what was my relationship with sex back then? Back then, I felt that I needed to do it because I wanted my ex-boyfriend back then. He was 15, I was 13.
Wow, okay.
To love me.
Oh my gosh! Oh no! But it happens. Yep.
Right. And of course, there's a narrative now. If you love me, you will have sex with me. And I was like, what sex? But okay, sige, spread my legs. Done. It wasn't really good. It wasn't very good. My first sexual experience. and didn't have an orgasm until I was 15. I know, right?
Oh my gosh, 2 years of just like...
Spreading my legs.
Oo. Ganito ba yun? Okay.
I was a baby. I was 13.
Yeah,
I mean, my
oh my
daughter
gosh,
now
yeah.
is already 14 going on 15. And although we talk about sex, I was asking her, are you thinking about having sex with someone? Or are you with someone? She's like, nah. After hearing nah, okay, fine. But yes. So that was like my relationship with sex back then. It was really, I thought it was for love. It was something that you would give your partner for love.
To prove your love,
Yes,
parang
to
ganon.
prove your love. Yes. And also to be cool.
Right, of course. Yes.
Right? Kasi,
I did it. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
ganyan.
because I was a freshman and then he was a senior in high school. And I thought like, okay, I'm cool, whatever. But no, I wasn't cool. I was, during that time, the other girls hated me.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
And then they would call me like pokpok, malande.
Yeah, I
and
saw that na
whatever.
parang you mentioned in like an article that there were like parang ano yun sa mga sulat-sulat
Vandals.
oh my vandalism. Yeah.
Yes. Uso pa ba yun ngayon?
Parang I went to some schools tas may vandalism pa of people and names. But like Rika
Yeah.
Pokpok, is that what they
Yes,
put there?
Rika 03 Pokpok. So, and oh my God, I just remembered something. So that was like first year. But going back, sige, sorry ang gulo ng
It's
kwento
fine,
ko.
no?
May naalala ko, I was 10 years old, same school. And during our flag ceremony, I sang Colors of the Wind. Colors of the Wind. Pocahontas. And I was in a light blue Sunday dress.
Okay.
I was 10 years old, right? Light blue Sunday dress, sang in front of everyone. And then when I got down the stage, someone called me Pookie Hostess. I know. I was 10.
Wow, where did they get that?
I know, right? So, I don't know. Maybe that time I didn't know what it meant. But like these things, it sticks.
Yeah, it's
right?
downloaded somewhere there.
Yeah, kaya nga bigla ko naalala. And then high school was like Rika Pokpok. And maybe that's why I became a Pokpok.
Tinanggap mo na
Ganda,
lang
diba?
siya. Ganon. Do you feel like it was a decision? Kasi parang I can imagine, kung makita mong ganyan, you could see your name there, some would react. I mean, iba yung reactions ng mga tao. They could hide, they could fight the people who do that, or you, in this case, you decided to own it.
Tinanggap ko na lang talaga. Like, I guess. I mean, of course, I was 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
You weren't even thinking of it. You were just going with emotions, right?
Yeah.
But now, in hindsight, maybe I just like accepted it and owned it.
Yeah.
Because I remember my friends telling me that during high school, I would talk to them about masturbation.
Okay.
I would talk to them about relationships. In college, I would give out free condoms. My Com3 speech in UP was about male masturbation and ejaculation.
Oh my God.
I don't know why.
Oh my God! GE lang yun,
UP ka ba?
Yes! Speech com actually.
Ay, talaga? Ayan, Com3 ko.
Wow!
Yes! I can't remember the name of my prof, pero tawa siya ng tawa. nung nagsalita ako sa
I'm
harap.
sure that engaged a lot of people for sure.
Yeah.
Wow, but how was your relationship with your parents? Did they know about this, or was this?
Oh yeah, they found out when I had my sexual debut. Of course, when I was the virginized.
Ang ganda ng
nung time
sexual
na yan.
debut, by the way. I love
You call it
that.
sexual debut, okay? Yes. But nung time na yun, it was called like the virginized.
Yes.
Of course, they found out. They found out. I was 13. They also found out a couple of weeks after. And then the first thing that I remember, my mom said, we're going to have a pregnancy test. And then, of course, my dad got angry. And all hell broke loose during that time. I left the house. Yung nga, nagrebelde talaga ako like
okay.
crazy.
I see.
Yes. So, eventually, I think, tinanggap na lang nila. But I do remember instances where my mom would, may she rest in peace, I love her to bits. My mom would wake me up because she found a message in ICQ. ICQ pa yun na I was like sexting someone in LA. And I was like 13 again, 14.
Oh no!
So she woke me up, she's like, puta ka! Like, yeah, puta ka! I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So it was like that growing up. And then I got pregnant out of wedlock in college. And then I think they just like
Andyan na eh.
my mom died in between. So with my dad, when he found out that I was enrolling for sex therapy in Canada, of course I used his credit card, diba? Naman akong pera. Sabi lang niya sa akin, ano yan? Sabi ko, gusto ko mag-aral. Okay, wala siya mag-aral.
But you already had your child na
Yes.
then. Okay.
Yes.
But okay, so how did you find out that sex therapy actually exists and like parang, okay, parang gusto ko tong pag-aralan? Because I'm pretty sure at that time, or like not a lot of people would explore that as an option to study here.
That's actually another story about sex.
Ooh.
Because I was taking up my master's. I was taking up my master's. And then during the thesis, thinking of thesis topic, that was the time that my ex-husband and I were having problems.
Okay.
Like, he won't have sex with me. Like, he won't. Like, I would beg. And then he would give me different reasons, different excuses. And I would cry and whatever. I was like, shit. And the question in my head was, do couples really need to have sex? Ganon.
Okay, just to convince na okay, kung ayaw niya.
Baka hindi naman talaga kailangan. But of course, I like started blaming myself, diba? Na parang, he didn't want to have sex with me. Ang ganda ko naman, girl.
Yeah.
Parang, alam ko naman, may humahabol pa dito.
Yeah. Oh, so that's how why you decided to take further studies?
That's why I said, no, I was already in my grad school. So that's what I said. That's when I said, na, okay, I need to study this. I need to find out if sex is really important for couples.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I found out. And then, yeah, so that was my research. And then I started training sex therapy. And then we separated because I love sex.
It just
and he's
wasn't
not giving it to me.
So it was just an issue of incompatibility in some way.
Oh no, it was an
Plus
issue of
more.
emasculation. How deep do you want to go?
Wow, okay. Parang ibang topic pa yun. Wow, okay. Wow. All right. Well,
Hindi ginugulat ba kita?
No, it's perfect. It's more like kulang ang isang episode for this, so we gotta go back to the topic at hand.
Yes.
The question kasi is paano kung sex lang ang habol niya sa akin. So, I was thinking when you decided to own that, okay, Rika Pokpok, sige, ako na to. I will take it na so that, maybe, wala na, people couldn't use that against you anymore, right? But were there times where you felt that way from people na yun lang yung habol nila sa'yo?
Oo naman. Ganda ko eh.
Yes, of course. So, tinanggap mo lang? Or were there times, paano pag hindi mo sila type?
Seryoso ba tayo dito?
We love that. Tama naman eh.
Okay. Nung mga times na yun, siguro I was, teenager, college to Fiamma days.
Oh my God.
Ponty, Fiamma, yung mga ganyan. Siyempre, nung time na yun, meron talagang moments na sex lang talaga yung habol nyo sa isa't isa. So, meron din akong gano'n.
Okay.
Parang, if he wants to have sex, I would ask myself, do I want to have sex with him? I mean, do I want it now?
Yeah.
Or is he attractive enough for me? Or mabaho ba yung hininga niya? Yung mga ganyan.
Okay.
Parang, iisipin ko. Tapos kung game.
Okay.
Kung hindi. Parang, I would really ask for help during that time from my friends na parang get him get him away from me. Kasi noon hindi uso yung no eh,
Yeah.
diba? Hindi uso yung parang no, I don't want.
You can't say that at the time.
can't.
Parang,
They would really push.
Yeah. And I can imagine din kasi because like you were the type that I'm sure people would know you as the person who would give out condoms and talk about sex all the time. Parang people would assume na G pala to lagi.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Oo.
Even when I was already going out on radio doing boys night out. Ganun
Yeah.
pa rin yung thinking kahit may asawa na ako.
Right. How did you?
Even now, meron pa rin nagtatry.
Yeah.
Na,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Kasi they think just because you talk about it, it's an invitation na for an open invite. Ganon.
I think more than an open invite, they treat me as a trophy to get. It's like, oh, she's a sex doctor. She's probably good in bed. She knows what she's doing. So I wanna
Parang I wanna experience
get
that.
her.
Wow.
Yeah. So much so that when people meet my husband, they would say, "Oh, suerte niya." Swerte ako.
Swerte ka
guys.
rin. You chose. But yes,
Yes,
that's true
that's
naman.
right.
It goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Were there like certain struggles and like fears and things that you had to figure out as you were coming into yourself? I mean, di ba parang in your 20s,
lot.
it's kalat and mess and you figure out, you make mistakes and make great decisions, but mostly
Mistakes.
Mostly mistakes.
Mostly mistakes. I guess my greatest decision back then was having my daughter. Because she was unplanned, right? And I was 23 during that time. And I was in med school. And because I wanted to breastfeed her, I gave birth and I said, okay, I'm going back to med school. But then I said, I want to breastfeed my child. I want to be there for her. And this is not going to cut it. I said no to med school. And then I focused on my daughter. So I guess that's like one of the greatest decisions that I did in my life. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be Dr. Rica Cruz.
Yeah.
Right? And I wouldn't have this kind of relationship with her. But before that, oh yes, I made a lot of wrong but fun decisions.
I get
Nakita mo ba tumingin ako sa floor?
for the plot.
There are people whom I don't know kung buhay pa sila o hindi. But they were fun.
Oh my gosh. I can imagine that you know, when you're there kasi in the moment, you rarely think about the consequences.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
more just, sige, for the fun, for the plot and stuff. But were there moments, aside from, I guess, before ka nabuntis, kasi scary din naman yun na mangyari because that's life-changing completely. But like, what were the other almost na fears na parang, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, meron.
Mga ganun.
Ito hindi fear at all. My ex and I broke up. And then we had breakup sex at Sunken Garden. So, 2 weeks. 2 weeks ay hindi nag-usap. Tapos nagkita kami sa Sunken Garden. Tapos nag-sex kami sa Sunken Garden.
Oh my God!
Right? And dahil lasing-lasing ako, tumalon ako everywhere. And then I had hanggang di ngayon may sugat pa rin ako sa tuhod ko. And then we had sex there. The next day, nilagnat ako. For 3 days, nilalagnat ako. And then it was so painful to pee. Like, I couldn't pee. So I said, shit, UTI, right? And I said, UTI, mawawala to. Okay lang to. Tapos biglang my vulva. Diba? It's like that, the labia. Bigla siyang lumaki na lumaki. And then it was painful to touch. I couldn't even sit.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't even sit. I was 18 years old and sabi ko, fuck. And then I went to, so I said, di ko to pwede sabihin sa nanay ko.
You would not, yep. No.
Yeah. I went to the infirmary by myself. And then the OBGYN there said, oh, we have to take you to Malvar to have an emergency general surgery.
Surgery! Oh my God! What happened?
So they had to take out my Bartholin's gland because it was so inflamed and it was so nana na sa loob. It was general surgery. So they had to call my parents and tell my parents na, hey, girl, it looks like an STI right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out from our friends, my ex and I's friends, na yung ex ko, nung nag-break kami, do you know that?
It sounds like a girly bar.
Sorry.
Oh
Can
my
just
God.
bleep that out. But yeah,
Bleep na lang po nun.
there's this
That
this
bar?
KTV that he went to after we broke up.
Extra service more than singing.
Yeah. And then after we had sex at Sunken Garden, he also had lagnat, and it was also difficult for him to pee. So
Oh my God.
so fun, right?
Wow. Ayun. Okay, wow. So I get now why siguro at some point your parents were like, tinanggap ka na.
But yeah, I was 18, 19 during that time.
Oh my God.
Mga hindi mas fun decisions but not fun consequences.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of that, but it still didn't stop you. Still, you continued to explore.
It didn't.
Yeah.
It's probably because I love sex.
Mm-mm.
I mean, after some time, you get to find your own pleasure.
Yeah.
And find but enroll in your life, I guess.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So there wasn't ever a moment kung saan parang you questioned what you were doing? Or was it always just
If
clear?
I were a slut?
Explore. Iniisip ko lang, like, even with the work that you do and everything, like, did you ever think of pivoting somewhere else or doing something else? Or has this always just been a clear, aside from being a slut and just also helping other people in their slut journeys?
It has always been clear to me that it's sex, regardless whether I'm here or there or whatever. There was one time I had 13 jobs, but they're all about sex.
Ang ganda. Yun yung passion. Passion towards passion.
So yung kahit nga, diba, nag-usap tayo kanina, the podcast, the TV show, na sabi ko, di ko naman to trabaho, but it's about sex. So
So it's still there.
It is
What would you say
clear,
are the
very
things
clear.
that like you love the most about the work that you do? I guess top three, top of mind.
It's wait, top of mind, top three. Number one, I love sex. Number two, it's when I hear people's stories of them getting over the things that they have, the shame, the guilt, the uncertainty of themselves.
Yes.
Parang yung hindi nila kilala. They don't know who they are as a sexual being, and then they start to be more curious about it. And they start to befriend it and embrace it. Because I really feel that your sexual self is a deep or a core part of your being. Kaya yung mga nagsasabi na sex wala lang, hindi, kasama yun sa pagkatao mo, no? It's like at the core.
Oh my God.
It's literally
It's right there. Right. That's true. It's the core. Literally the core of it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How about the things that you're like, parang your least favorite things? If meron.
Oh my God.
About the work that you
merong
do.
time na, ngayon kasi hindi na ako lumalabas. Dati pag lumalabas ako and then I get introduced to someone and then they know that I'm a sex therapist. They start telling me their sex problems and I'm drinking my gin and my whiskey and I'm like, okay.
Teka lang.
Yeah.
After hours.
May mga times na sinasama ako ni Tony to the club. And what I would do because of that, it's like I would just like sit on a couch and enjoy my time at the corner para walang kakausap sa akin. Mas ganun. I mean,
Okay.
gets ko naman that they want someone to talk to.
That's true.
And I really open up the conversation. Up until now, when people see me, okay, we can talk about masturbation in Jollibee.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But sometimes nga, I just wanna drink.
Off po muna. The doctor is out today. Dapat parang meron kang
I want to drink, guys.
yung boundaries na if it's too much. So, minsan,
I wanna get drunk too.
okay, fair.
Diba?
Fair, yeah.
When they ask for advice, okay, of course I can't get
Yeah,
drunk,
yeah.
diba? Iisip
Sa
ka.
bagay, baka ano pang masabi. Okay.
What else don't I like? I don't like. No, actually, it's not that I don't like it, but when you see how negative people perceive sex and the negative consequences. For example, seryoso lang tayo ngayon.
Yeah.
The teenage pregnancies,
yes.
the CSE. It's a big debate right now.
Yeah.
Diba? So masakit yung ulo mo kasi you're trying to empathize and respect their views, but sometimes you really just can't see how these views would help people. I mean,
people, yeah.
I see that they're very privileged. And that's it. They're very
It's all
privileged.
there and it's hard to
they have their own bubble.
Yeah.
I mean, I would want to live in my own bubble too, but yun din yan. Minsan, sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, I say it out loud and my husband starts laughing at me. Sabi ko, why am I doing this again? Bakit ko nga ulit ito ginawa? Ganyan.
Right.
Tawa siya. Because you're a victim of your own success.
Truth bomb right there.
Fuck you.
Ginusto ko to. And let our response be, ginusto ko to.
Diba?
Ganon. Okay,
So,
I see.
So, may ganyan. And, yun nga eh. Wala na. Nagawa ko na eh. It's there.
Yeah.
Do I turn back now? I mean, hindi na ako eh.
It's here. You've created this wonderful world and have helped so many people as well. But it's interesting to see the things you love and the things you don't really love so much about what you do. So, today's question nga is, paano kung sex lang ang habol niya sa akin?
Hindi
Right? So,
natin nasagot.
is this... I'm curious lang if this is still an issue for many. I mean, based on your experience with the people that you would talk to, parang do people still kind of complain about this? Or is it something na...
Depending on the age. Age range, right?
Yeah.
Let's start with the younger ones.
Yeah.
The younger ones. Ang difference, katulad kasi na sinabi ko sa'yo kanina, the difference kasi right now is that they are very, very open about their boundaries. Right? And saying no if they don't want to have sex.
Yes.
Right? But the moment that they ask themselves that, paano kung sex lang yung habol niya sa akin? I would ask them, what's wrong with that? Or what's the matter? Right? Because it means that you want something more.
That is most... Sense? Oh, yeah. We will get... Actually, there are some questions na medyo related to that. So we could go on to that, actually.
Yes.
Sige. So we have two questions. First is kay Chims, kasi usually sa paano kung we answer questions from our listeners. So, si Chims asks, paano kung every time kami nag-uusap, napupunta lagi sa topic na sex? So I met someone on a dating site recently and I would always ask questions because I want to get to know him better. Pero pag tumagal na yung usapan namin, lagi lang niyang nasisingit about intimacy or sex every single time. Okay lang sana kung once in a while, pero hindi. Sinabi ko tuloy sa kanya, yun lang ba ang balak mo? And he said, hindi, char lang. I like talking to him, no off lang ako pag yun na yung pinag-uusapan namin. Hindi sa ayaw ko pag-usapan, pero sana hindi naman lagi. Na-feel ko lang na kaya siya nakikipag-usap ay dahil sa sex. I haven't met him in person yet. So, I would like to know your insights there.
Okay, may opinion na. I mean,
yeah.
not as a therapist.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Opinion
of things to unpack there. But if he's always talking about sex and trying to get it into the conversation, even when you already said na, wala ka na bang ibang alam, diba? Hello, wala naman laman yan. Then it means that he really wants to know where he stands in having sex with you. Titingnan lang niya kung kakagat ka o hindi. Pero yun yung nasa utak niya kasi yun yung paulit-ulit niya sinasabi eh.
If lagi, no? Every time, dun na pupunta.
Oo.
Okay.
Oo. So yun yung parang sinesegue niya. Kasi yun yung priority.
Yeah. If she wants something more, parang maybe it's not this person.
Yes. Kasi she already said no di ba? Parang wag na palagi. Pero ganun pa rin. Which means he's not listening. He has an agenda. And that agenda is to get into her pants.
Okay. Here's something similar to that naman. A little, mas maraming background story to. Kelsey asks, paano kung sex lang ang habol sa akin? I wanted to talk about my first love. Nakilala ko siya sa church and instantly crush ko na siya. I met him na nagmumorn pa sa first love niya na binrakan siya at the time. And he was on the rebound. He dated my close friend, but when that didn't work out, ako naman ang in-entertain. He told me that he loved me 1 week pa lang after dating. At dahil 16 years old ako, marupok, and I wanted to be happy, I said yes and hid the relationship from my mother. He started to sexualize me at 16, 20 siya nun. 17, nagsimula na siyang mag-explore and would instruct me to do stuff habang umalis si mama for groceries. Parang as a people pleaser and a girl na may background ng sexual harassment, I thought my existence was to satisfy men's needs. Hanggang sa bumigay na ako at 20 years old. Doon ko na binigay ang V-card ko. But I like Doc's term more. Sexual debut. But after that, naging cold na siya for 3 weeks. Tiniis ko dahil may board exam siya until he asked for a breakup. At sinabi niya, at nalaman ko basically that he cheated. After a month, nakita ako ulit siya na may iba nang kinakausap. Pero paano nga kung sex lang ang habol niya sa akin? Gulong-gulo po ako. Dahil I don't know. I know hindi ako perfect. Pero bakit naman ganun yung ginawa niya? My mom was so good to him dahil anak ang trato niya sa kanya. I gave him my all, pati pera from my gigs. And the possible reasons I think he did this were, gusto meron siyang reasons.
Pressure processing. Very good, very good.
Pressured siya dahil nursing student ako at may clear path while nangangapa siya dahil di nakapagpatuloy ng medicine. I was dominating too much sa relationship dahil unemployed siya and I just wanted to help. 3, naging boring lang talaga siguro dahil matagal na kami wala sa honeymoon stage. 4, he fell out of love. Or 5, rebound lang ako.
4 years rebound? Medyo matagal yun.
So it's not...
Diba 16 to 20, tama ba?
For
medyo
yes.
matagal yun.
So nakikita ko rin na this time siya yung nagpo-provide sa bagong girl. And before, hindi niya yung ginagawa sa akin. And they're all over online. They would post about the relationship online. So, paano nga kung sex lang ang habol sa akin dahil excited lang siyang pumunta sa bahay pag wala si mama? Paano kung sex lang habol sa akin dahil pinupuri ako at hinahawakan kong sansan? Paano kung sex lang habol sa akin dahil ginugroom pala ako? I don't know. Hindi ako makatulog. Help! Again, some opinions lang and insights.
Okay. You were 16, he was 20, age of consent is 16. So, okay na.
Yeah. So, technically, okay lang siya.
Yes. And then, I think for 4 years, kung 4 years yon na nangyari, again, parang hindi siya rebound. Kasi matagal naman talaga yung 4 years. Yeah. Ang feeling ko ay, it wasn't really just sex per se. Kasi nung sinabi niyang mas may pera siya and she was dominating and meron pa siyang sinabi.
Nursing student, clear path.
Clear path and whatever. So, parang may tinge of emasculation in the process. Kaya siguro nagkaroon ng affair. Yes.
So, and then when he got what he got what he wants supposedly after the 4 years. Pero nung ano na yun, parang...
Alam mo, I think merong trigger for her to have sex with him. Maybe it was her last hurrah to try to get him back. Baka nafe-feel na niya that he was becoming distant.
Okay.
And then when it happened, maybe he felt no, it's not. Yeah. But I don't think it was really just about sex. Because 4 years is too long to
stay,
that. To stay.
For just that. For sex. Okay.
baka merong something deeper in the relationship that we need to find out.
I see. So, with those questions na parang I've been getting, and most of the time yung mga nagsisend talaga sa akin ng questions, yung mga early 20s, mga ganyan. So, I imagine my listeners asking na parang, pwede bang hindi lang sex ang habol sa akin? How to find like a good balance of enjoying or...
Pag 20 kasi, puro sex lang talaga. Guys and girls, you know.
That's one way to put it.
That's the time to do the things that you want to do. Pero you have to be aware that at that age, that's the time that you explore. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
And scientifically, it makes sense because your executive functions haven't been like fully formed yet. Diba? 27, 28
I
ka.
love it.
Yeah, 27, 28 ka magiging fully formed adult eh.
Right.
21, 22, 23, you just got out of college, you have money, and you are really exploring the world. So, part of it is looking for people to have sex with and to connect with. But usually, because na rin sa mga dating apps, naging ganun na yung narrative, you have to put it front and foremost that the motivation for this person talking to you is sex. Kailangan aware ka dun.
And not wanting to change that about them. Or pwede ba yun?
Yeah, not wanting to change that about them because you can't change that at all. I mean, you can't.
Yun na yun gusto niya.
Unless they change it for themselves.
Yes.
They like you or whatever.
Yeah.
But yun talaga, first and foremost, sipin nyo na this person wants sex. If they say no, they want a relationship, well and good. So you try to navigate that. You try to get to know this person more if you want them. But then again, kung babalik ulit sa sex, alam nyo na.
Yeah.
So,
Clear naman na yun yung hanap.
Oo, feeling ko, dapat hindi tayo maging delulu.
I know that.
Kasi itong edad din na to, usually, nadadelulo tayo na, this person will save me. Or this is,
Mamahalin ako! Parang after nito.
mahalin ako forever. They're not going to hurt me. Ay,
nako.
no. Yeah. I mean, we're not jaded here. We're
Yeah.
just,
It just happens a lot.
yeah, we're just talking about it as it is. And I think, yun kasi, yung the rose-colored glasses, the happily ever after, all these delusions.
Yeah.
We need to acknowledge them
Yes.
and manage them.
Keep them here. Wait lang.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
manage them. Otherwise, you would really be hurting yourself.
Right.
Diba? Now, kung sex ang habol niya sa'yo at alam mong sex ang habol niya sa'yo, tanungin mo sa sarili mo, gusto mo bang makipag-sex sa kanya? Diba? Kung gusto mo makipag-sex sa kanya, edi well and good.
Yeah.
Next layer is, ano ba ang consequences kapag ikaw ay nakipag-sex sa kanya? May in love ka ba? O hindi. Kung alam mong hindi at alam mo hanggang dun lang, edi well and good, maging masaya kayong dalawa. Kung alam mo may in love ka, wait a minute.
I like those checkpoints. Okay.
Diba? Parang, wait a minute, kailangan muna nating pag-isipan to. Kasi anong mangyayari sa'yo pag na-in love ka?
Yeah.
Ma-in love din ba siya sa'yo? O delusion mo lang?
Yes. Tama.
So yung mga bagay na yun kailangan pag-isipan. Kung hindi mo kaya, kung iiyak ka, tanggapin mo, iiyak ka. Diba?
Gagawin mo, you'll put yourself in there, may in love ka. Pero you won't be able to get what you want. Or most likely. Kasi nga, clear naman na sex ang habol lang nila.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think you have to put it front and foremost. So, you are also accountable and responsible for your actions. You don't blame the other person. Sex ang habol niya sa akin. Girl.
Sinabi naman niya, pinakita naman niya sa'yo. I like that. I like those checkpoints to check within yourself. Important. Masaya maging delulu, but if we're talking about, I guess, the emotional well-being mo na wawawasak every single time, parang how much more do you want to do that, right?
Parang kaya mo ba? Meron akong kaibigan na sinabihan, sige, makipag-sex ka dyan. Alam mo may in love ka. Pag na-in love ka, iyak ka lang. Pero hanggang 3 days ka lang pwede umiyak ka.
3 days. Set a deadline for
3
yourself.
days na tayo iyak ka. Pero syempre, tawa lang kami ng tawa.
Oo.
But I mean, it's more of knowing the repercussions, what it's going to do to you, knowing yourself too, and being prepared for that.
Yeah. And pag dumating and how parang how you manage the consequences also, that's important to keep in mind. How about
Tanggapin mo lang naman na tatanga-tanga ka eh, and that's it.
I had an era in my podcast where I would always say na wag tanga towards the end. Kasi, I mean, alam ko magpapakatanga pa rin yung mga tao, pero parang masabi mo lang na wag magpakatanga, di ba? Parang, so, what other reminders can we share na as they explore dating and sex and figuring it out? Siguro, a lot of those who sent the questions kasi, it seems like ang habol nila's relationship, pero hindi yun yung hanap ng mga tao or something more than just sex. Pero paano yung mga those who are still figuring it out, not sure kung is this what I want? Do I want to enter just the sex and explore that? How can they enter it more? Inisip ko more mindfully, pero sige, less tanga na lang.
Less tanga. Alam mo, with sex kasi parang panganak yan eh. Parang anything. You won't be ready until it's there.
Yeah.
What you can do is to inform yourself. Like what we're doing nga.
Yeah.
Parang inform yourself of what are the possible scenarios that it can do to you. Hopefully. Na hindi ka parang ako, nung bata ako, ang gusto ko lang ay I wanted to be loved, so I spread my legs and that's it. Hindi ko inisip yung mga consequences. Kaya, pag ganun kasi, magkakaano ka, tinatawag namin na mag-react ka, basically.
Yeah.
So, ngayon, dahil matanda ka na at 20, di ba? 21, 22, 23, kailangan alam mo na kung ano yung pinapasok mo at ano yung papasok sa'yo. Quite literally and figuratively.
I love that.
By knowing who this person is, what kind of person is this. If the sex is not good, would you still be okay? Right? If the sex is good, would you want another one? And what would that mean? Yung mga ganong bagay, kailangan pinag-iisipan nyo talaga. Madali siyang sabihin.
Yeah.
Madali siyang sabihin. But when you have it, I guess, in your consciousness, you can play around with the idea so much so that you can tell yourself that I don't know a lot of things, but I think I can handle it. Mas ganon.
Kind of building psyching yourself in a way and then building the trust din na, yeah, we can't control what will happen, pero sige, tiwala na lang. Parang agreement within yourself.
Kaya ko. Masasaktan ako, pero kaya ko. Yun nga, tatanggapin ko na lang tanga-tanga ako. Medyo ganyan. Kasi in the end, sarili mo lang naman siyasaktan mo.
That's true. That's very true. And all the other consequences, ikaw lang din naman nangaharap nun, no? So, I guess, after kang mabugbog, masaktan, just, by your own decisions, kasi choice naman natin lahat ng mga pinagagawa natin sa buhay, how can one recover or stand up and take their power back?
It depends. Who took away your power?
If they allow. Oh! Sometimes they would say it's the person. But when you go deep and if you're honest about it, it's you who allowed the other people to take it back. So it's kind of... Ooh!
Yeah.
Oh, ganda naman.
I'm a therapist.
Of course you are!
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so-
sinagot mo yung sarili mo.
Oo nga, no? But I guess, also, be aware. That's a huge part. Oh my God. Kasi in the delulu space, you want to just blame everyone else but
Yes.
yourself.
I also think that's a big issue when it comes to those ages, no? 21, 22, 23. Yung we are not accountable for our actions and we don't get to parang say na, oo nga, ginawa ko to. We blame other people. We blame our parents. We blame our partner. We blame, yes. Ay, cheated on me eh. Lahat ng boyfriend ko cheats on me. Okay.
Bakit kaya? Ano yung common denominator ng lahat ng
Dapat
mga
yan,
boyfriend
paano
na
kung
nag-cheat
lahat
sa'yo?
ng boyfriend ko?
So, ano kaya yung common denominator with everything?
yes.
Oh
So,
my gosh. I love that.
I really feel that part of knowing how to navigate sex is also knowing and owning that the things that you're doing are yours and yours alone. Can't blame other people for that. Except if it's
Ibang usapan na yung yung abuse, rape, and extreme cases. Yes, that's a different thing. In that, pag that case, get help and support
iba na,
immediately, please. Oh my God.
May disclaimer tayo.
Yes,
Mga tao
thank
di
you.
ma-woke ngayon.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, but I love that. Important yun. Oh my gosh. But yes, but with all of that aside, tama. Ang hirap aminin yun sa sarili. I'm sure, especially, when you just when you don't think about it, when you're there in the moment, ang pogi niya, ang bango niya, tas nakainom ka pa ng onte, and then after that, the next day when you're left alone in your thoughts, remember to face yourself in the mirror. That's what I'm picking up. Look at yourself in the mirror and take accountability for you.
And say, ang ganda ko. Ganon.
That too. After,
ay, ang ganda ko. Ay, yung pangit niya pala. Ang ganda ko pa rin.
take it back. Take the power back that you gave away from other people. Ang ganda nun. But yeah, there's so much more I want to dive into, pero yes, ito palang busog na.
Madami na ba tayo na pag-usapan?
Marami, actually. In fairness, ang dami mga little topics in between that. But yeah, but good thing, Doc Rica is everywhere.
Oh.
At ang daming pwede pang ungkatin ng mga old content niya and new ones coming in as well. Please let our listeners know where they can find you.
Okay, you can find me everywhere.
Everywhere.
Now you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, anywhere talaga, socials. Just look for Dr. Rica Cruz. And also Unprude. We have an app, the Unprude app, where if you have any sex questions, if you have stories to share, we have a community there. It's uncensored. But of course, what we're building there is parang for people to talk about sex with respect.
Oh my God.
But uncensored. So you can really ask there, and then we have experts who will answer questions, or even your peers who will answer your questions.
What led you to creating Unprude?
Napagod na ako, kasagot ng mga tanong ng mga tao.
That's fair. Parang I can imagine pa ulit-ulit na rin yung mga questions.
It's my whole story actually, and how I was looking for help and I couldn't find help.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about power, I said, so basically I became my own solution. So I was looking for help. I had a problem, couldn't find any. I became my own solution. And I realized that there's so many people who need help when it comes to sex, who have a lot of questions but they're afraid to ask, who have experiences that make them feel inferior towards themselves.
Yeah. which hurts the most.
Yes. And it's parang the core is sex. So I said, if there are a lot of people who are going through this and they need help, how can I replicate myself? And how can I, make sexual wellness accessible and affordable? Yeah.
Wow.
As I'm a big proponent of learning from each other. Kasi naman yun nangyari sa akin. I learned from myself. That's why I am teaching other people. And with the change that has been going on, I also see a lot of people who can teach from their experience, who are open to sharing their sexual selves so that other people can learn too.
Oh,
that's why there's Unprude.
Can you be anonymous there, or as your
Yes, you can be.
self?
You can be anonymous there. Yeah. So in Unprude, actually, what we're doing is, parang we want to cater to your sexual self. So through products, through that community, and we also have services.
Yes.
Parang lahat ng kailangan mo when you think about your sexual wellness, it's there. On that note, I have something for you.
Nag-backbend ba? Hindi ka tala.
There you go. cute!
Oh nga, Manchi!
Open it.
Tingnan natin.
Look at what's inside.
First, we have Unprude. Soothe Serum.
Oh, yes. You can use it all over your body. But you know what made me do that? Because it's like all about sex, right?
Yes.
My husband likes going down on me. Pero nagkaka-ingrown ako, nagkakapigsa ako. So I was like,
Wait!
kakahiya!
So to be
So
able
that
to...
has tea tree.
Ooh.
So it stopped all
pwede
my pigsa. Yes.
Tip, head to toe.
Yes.
I love it. Personal problems talaga, solutions niya. Ang ganda. And then this one, play gel.
That's a stimulating play gel. So it's arousing.
And
If you like, alam mo yung minsan kailangan mo lang ng onting push to
yes.
alam mo yung you feel it in your mind. Yung parang the mind is willing but the body is not. Lagay mo lang yan and then the body is willing. There. And then read what's inside.
Ganda. Secret. Order kayo para makita nyo. Joke lang. It says over here, be sexually unashamed.
There.
Oh, ganda. So there's more. You can access this there.
And it's in Unprude. We also have a TikTok shop and a Lazada shop. But yes. So everything that you need for sexual wellness, you'll find in Unprude.
Gosh, no need to go far.
See,
guys.
sex talaga.
I love it. Even that cute shirt too.
Yes. So thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Ang ganda.
I was able to give you insights.
Ang daming napuntahang topic na nabitin ako, and I'm sure nabitin din yung mga listeners natin. But buti na lang, there's Unprude and she's everywhere. Ang dami na niya. Ang dami. And like, ang daming podcasts and even articles as well, even for parents and
Oh, yes.
people of all ages.
We have workshops for parents. Lalo na ngayon yung CSE. So, we are teaching parents how to talk to their kids about sex. We're teaching them sex ed.
important.
Basically. So, we are doing that in Unprude. That's my advocacy. That's what I'm pushing for.
And so there's more of that, and it continues. The conversation on sex and wellness just continues. And what a time to be alive.
Yes!
What a time to be a Filipina and alive.
Exciting.
But yeah, this is where we end for now. Would love to know your thoughts, realizations from today's episode. Make sure to follow and tag me at Joelle of Well. And of course, our special guest today, it's at _Rika Cruz just on Instagram. Yes. And of course, check out at Unprude as well. Her content is a gold mine of just helpful information. But yeah, thanks so much for being here. Kwentuhan ulit tayo soon. Always remember, may kasama ka lagi sa paghanap ng mga sagot sa mga paano kung sa buhay. You are valid, you are growing, and with sex as part of the human experience, may you take pleasure in exploring it in your own way, communicating what you want and don't want, while safely creating the life and love that you want.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.